Years ago, I received this Thai cookbook, and one of the recipes in there was a recipe for scotch eggs. But to me at the time, I thought for some reason they looked really difficult, so it was one of those ones that I earmarked and said I was going to do sometime because it looked really delicious, but I never attempted it because I thought it was too hard. Now that I have my own cooking show called Sue's Quick and Easy, I'm going to dumb this recipe up, make it really easy, and do some delicious scotch eggs tonight. So please join me and we'll make something yummy. Stay tuned. Okay, I am trying to find the right camera angle here. Okay, so yeah, I mangled my eggs when I was trying to peel these hard-boiled bad boys. But what can I say? Hard-boiled eggs are so hard to peel sometimes. So some of them were mangled, but I actually peeled more than 6. The recipe called for 6, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'll be able to make up for it somehow. So this almost reminds me of the time on my show that I made sausage balls, but this is like sausage balls with an eggy surprise in the middle, and it's going to be so good. So we're going to start out here now first with 1 pound of hot Italian sausage. This is New York style, made fresh daily, and I'm thinking it could be pretty good. And this, yes, I'm going to have to get messy, so no rings, no jewelry, because it says you're going to have to get in here with your hands on this one, folks. So it will be interesting. So you want to take your sausage. Now you have to be very gentle with your sausage. It can take a lot of working, but you still want to give it some love too, you know? So you want to get your pound of sausage in here and start grinding it up with your hands, I suppose. Maybe not so gentle now because you really have to work this thing to get it all apart. You want it apart. It smells good though. It's good seasoned sausage. I can smell it. But oh, when you have to like squeeze it through your fingers, that's kind of therapeutic, I guess. But anyways, so now my hands are going to be all gunky though. What am I going to do? Okay, so I got to wash my hands real quick. There's no getting around it. Okay, this might be like a bunch of hand washing in this show. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I have my sausage in here. Now, the real recipe will be in the description. I just really never go by a real recipe, hardly ever. So this is some steamed jalapeno, 3 of them that I have chopped and diced and taken the seeds and membranes out. It's going to be a little spicy because we got spicy sausage, jalapeno, and some spicy pork rinds. Now these are going to be in lieu of breadcrumbs, so these are going to be my pork crumbs. And I have already smashed them while they were in the sack. And you want half of a cup of pork rinds as your binder. And this is low carb. You can always use breadcrumbs if you do not want to use pork rinds or anything like that. Okay, the next. Okay, so here is the dinner. It is supposed to be a scotch egg that totally fell apart. Here's the egg. And then I ended up putting some Alfredo sauce over the top of it. But yeah, this turned out much. And I will eat this disaster area and explain what went wrong. Scotch egg. So this is like turning into a mukbang. But that's okay because some people have requested that I do mukbang. Which mukbang is just an eating show. This is a low carb mukbang on a scotch egg that went way, way wrong, people. Oh yeah. Way wrong. Okay, so this is what I'll say. It is very, very tasty, but it did not stay together. The recipe did not call for an egg, and I think it needed one because it needed some kind of binder, because what happened was, and yeah, I didn't get all of it on video either. My camera crapped out on me too. But when life gives you lemons, you have to make lemonade sometimes, so that's why I'm doing the mukbang and explaining what went wrong. The sausage, it was very firm and it wasn't very malleable. And so what ended up happening when I tried to form it around the egg, it just wasn't. It was flaking off and falling apart like if you just have some regular ground beef that's flaking, it was like that. And so I tried to make, put it together, but then they ended up being these huge balls like catcher's mitts, and it didn't work out. Like I said, it tastes really good, But if you do try this recipe that I will put down here in the description bar, I would like add an egg as a binder or something, you know, because it needs something to make it stick together and form a ball and have that egg surprise in the middle, you know. I mean, like I said, it's still good and all, but it's just not like what is Scotch egg, like you're supposed to be able to pick it up with your hands and eat it and stuff. No, none of that happened in here, but it's very tasty though. But my husband's having a fit over here. Connection. It's just hard because I'm trying to keep everything together, and we're moving, and I've got animals, and I have to try to fucking stay sane. You know, it ain't easy. And then when people blame you for everything that you do, like you fucking made the world and fucking created all the problems in it, you know, then you just kind of aren't really on your A game, you know. But that's just the way it goes. Yeah, there's something about this meat. It's kind of a tougher type of meat. I don't know. Why didn't this recipe work out? I don't know. All I know is that some don't. So, like, let's say if you tried Scotch eggs and, like, you wanted to impress somebody and it didn't work out, just do like what I did. Just try to form it together as much as you can. And then put some gravy. Slap some gravy on that bitch or something. I don't know, but tonight's recipe was an epic disaster. That's why I'm just having dinner with you guys. Because sometimes you just have to sit back and have dinner with your viewers, right? I mean, I'm surprised my dogs aren't even over here, like, trying to get some of this stuff, but see, I mean, as evidenced by me eating this dish, it does taste pretty good, but it just didn't turn out. But it's supposed to. Happens, right? So, let's see what's been going on. Packing sucks. Packing really sucks, especially if you do it right. Like if you just throw everything into boxes and don't worry about wrapping nothing. Oh, I know what I was going to talk about. I had this really great idea. It's for people who are moving like us. Like, you know how like you always have housewarming parties? Like, everybody has a housewarming party once they get to the new place, right? Once the new place is set up and stuff, then they have a housewarming party. But I was thinking today when I was in the bathtub, because I get my best ideas in the bathtub sometimes. But this is what I was thinking, like, what about a moving party? Like, what about, like, you know, your friends come over and they're dressed as gangsters or bandits and stuff, and then you have tables set up that say, like, free stuff. So if there's stuff that you don't want to take to Goodwill, it could be, like, treasures that people could go through and take what they want. And then you could have like a raffle, like let's say you're trying to get rid of some old TVs or something that's kind of useful and it's like worth a lot of money and you don't want to list it on eBay and stuff, like you could have a raffle. And people could like do dollar tickets and stuff and then they could like win some of the stuff that you're trying to give away. And then you could make some money too for going towards your moving expenses. And you could like make a whole party up, like just for people, like they could come over and party, they could help you out a little bit, you know, have a potluck, everybody get together, win some cool prizes, take some free stuff home, like a moving party. I think it's great, especially if it's like people that you know, like, you know, family and friends that would get into it and shit. Maybe you could even like do trades, like maybe you have stuff that you don't want no more to take to your new house and they might want it and vice versa, you know, so you could do a swap too, and you could play bingo, and you could have like a gay old time, you know? Or just an idea I had. I think it's a pretty good one though. Cheers, man. Sometimes when you're eating, you gotta go. I'm sorry I'm German, that's the way that you say that it's a good meal, you burp. Right? My dog Heidi's the opposite, she's German too. But I think that if I can say anything about this show tonight, is that some things just don't work out, you know? But you just gotta make the best out of it. I can taste the pork rinds in here. It's actually pretty good. I think it was the sausage's fault. The sausage is way too firm. I blame the sausage. I wonder if an egg binder would have done any good. I don't know. What a tricky damn recipe. Man, I was right before when I looked at that book and thought it was too hard. It really was. I might have to practice this one and, I don't know, get the hang of it or something. I don't know. It just didn't work out. But I'm still going to eat this. But, I mean, why waste it, right? It still tastes good. It might not be like a perfectly formed egg, but it still tastes good. It's alright. It'll do. It's better than jail food. I've been to jail before. Jail food sucks. It really does. It's a bunch of carbs in jail. When you're in jail, it's just a bunch of colorless carbs and it's not good. Don't go to jail. I don't advise it. But anyway. I think I'm about done with my mukbang show. Well, thank you very much for joining me. These are kind of spicy, but they're really good. They do taste good. It's not like it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, but it's alright. Oh, hi, Tiki. You want a bite? Come here. I'm gonna give you a bite. You guys want a bite? Yeah, you guys want it. There you go. Alright. Thanks for joining me on Mukbang. And, you know, I'll write the recipe down there, and if you guys want, anybody want to try it, or, you know, maybe you'll have better luck than I did. But, talk to you guys later. Bye.